we're gonna just let's see. We'll turn to Shanny. She's the first one. She's the first one who is from 6 weeks ago who was around and a regular, but it looks like Shani for Christ has now turned to Allah and the Muslim cult, the Muslim death cult called Islam. Oh, just in case you haven't figured it out, I don't like Islam. So that's what I know about Shani in the last 6 weeks, like nothing. And then we have our friend Von Helton. And Von Helton, I kind of have been following. I put up a few videos, sort of trying to summarize what it is. Oh, Nicola, what do you say there? You. Oh, do that. Nick Tech. Nick, sorry. You understand she's posting on her Instagram right now, but I don't have Instagram nor care to get it, but that's the word. I do have Instagram. I very seldom look at it. I wouldn't even know how to find her. What's her name? Actually, I did go on Instagram and try to find her, but either I'm blocked or I don't know what her name is on Instagram. But yeah, I'm following her YouTube posts. But yeah, never mind about Shan because she's now with a disciple, a student of Allah. She used to be OnlyFans and now she's Allah. All right. It's I haven't watched Von Helton. I haven't seen what it is that he's up to, except except for what I've posted his videos. So let's go check him out. See what's new with him.
Alrighty, I have figured out me a crafty little way to hold my phone using my glasses. And I put my glasses into the crease of the table and then open up my glasses to use as the handles to help hold the.
This is fascinating. I just wonder why we need to know this. Really.
The phone and keep it from flopping over. Now, the reason we're looking at me like this so funny is because I'm going to do some mukbang here real quick with a new type of Reese cup that I never heard of before. See if you can see that. Chocolate lava. Chocolate lava. Never heard of it. I saw it.
I'm going to go through this very quickly. Oh, no.
That was it.
Good.
But super, super rich. But very
Okay,
good.
don't forget, this is a 62-year-old man who hasn't had a healthy meal or even a healthy side dish for probably close to a year now, over a year now. All right, I have an idea, but let's finish something here.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it is extremely good. In fact, I dare say that's probably one of the best Reese's cups I've ever ate.
Oh my God!
No kidding.
Very nice.
But
what? We don't care.
that's pretty good, man.
Okay, good.
That's pretty good.
So this is he set up his phone with his glasses because he's some kind of engineer or something, but we can't see his face, and he wanted us to. I didn't. Good thing we didn't watch the mouth chewing on the chocolate.
Uber rich. So what?
But anyway, this guy hasn't had a healthy meal since for at least a year, if not more, really. And here he is stuffing chocolate and chemicals down his throat instead of a pear and a banana.
But
which let me tell you something. If he were to pop in and buy fresh fruit every couple of days and put in his cooler, he would be a very healthy person. You know, he's got no teeth, but he could chew bananas and stuff.
Got very good. As the Cardinals show up, thinking I have bread for them, which I do not, unfortunately.
Okay, what? All of this life online exploded during CVE. Oh, crap. Verbal. You mean, what is CV? COVID? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, if that's what you mean, then you're correct. Because there was nothing else to do. I was online anyway. COVID came and then everybody came online. It was awesome. Great. Thank you. So yeah, this guy is throwing all sorts of processed foods and shit into his body.
I got rid of my...
Look.
Alrighty, folks.
Oops. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. I have figured out me a crafty little way.
Yeah, we've seen that. I just wanted to...
So watch yourself.
Check this out.
But got very good. As the Cardinals show up, thinking I have bread for them.
I'm going to show you his hands.
Unfortunately. I got rid of my heels.
Look at those. Look at that thumbnail and the one on the other side.
Gave the finches and the chickadees.
You're not supposed to feed the
finches
finches
my bread, and so. Oh no! Wait a minute! I did buy a new loaf. I'm sorry. So I do have some heels. So
He's talking about his adventures of feeding the chickadees. Hello, Irv.
Give the Cardinals one of the heels here in a minute, and so.
Oh, is that what you call the end of a loaf of bread? A heel? Von Helton taught me something.
That way they've got something. I try to give the birds a little something every now and then. With as bad as this heat is, that's makes it difficult. See, when it's hotter,
talking to the
earthworms that these birds eat, they're going to burrow deeper into the ground, making it even more difficult to get to them. And thus, they're looking for food. So I figure, well, I'll give them a little bit of bread and hopefully that'll compensate.
Okay, so this little video is kind of a sort of an interlude into the next one.
It's really interesting. It's
okay. Well, what does he have to say?
80, or it was, I don't know what it is currently, but it was 80. And I swear to you, it feels like it's worse than...
He's talking about the weather and the temperature. This is, as I was saying, this is kind of an introduction into where he is today. And he's got another video which we're going to watch, which I haven't seen as well.
Alrighty, folks. For those of you that are animal lovers...
Okay, that's the one. But before we watch that one, we are going to go back in time a little bit to approximately 10 or 15 minutes, his last 10 or 15 minutes of living under a roof, in an abode that has no wheels. And we'll catch up with him today, or when you put that video up after this. So let's see. But this is not the end. I'll be back, stronger, faster, better. I always do. I always come back, and so I will be back. And one way or another, in one form or another, I will return. And then we can carry on, and I can live a normal life, and I can still keep giving you guys the information that you need to protect yourselves and to protect your family, and to hopefully have a brighter future ahead. We'll have to, look at it that way. Keep optimistic, keep the faith, and while I'm a pagan and you may not be a pagan, whatever deity you believe in, whether it be the Hindu gods or the Christian God or whatever,
keep me in your prayers. That I'll find a place where I can settle and be free, and nobody will harass the fuck out of me. Nobody will steal my land or steal my finances or get my kids taken away from me or whatever. I can actually live a normal life. So praise the gods and goddesses of freedom religion. Because this is not the end, because I know the trolls are going to make hay out of this. They're going to make a big, in fact, they're probably already celebrating because they probably already know. But that's okay. I don't mind. That's their burden to bear. And they'll pay for it. They'll pay for it ultimately if they haven't already. And so I just want to make this quick little video and let you all know that I'll be back. I'm not going to be gone forever. I'll be back. I may be down for a while because I got to get a place to live and I got to get, all my shit transferred to wherever it is I'm going to. But once I do that, then I'll be right back again. I'll be back here again and regaling you with truth that you may not want to hear. Because that's usually how it works. You don't want to hear the truth. Most people don't want to hear the truth. They want a comfortable lie. They don't want to hear the truth. And but I will be back here to give you the raw truth, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not. And because that is the real truth. Real truth is a hard pill to swallow. 9 times out of 10. Like me not getting any donations. For how long now? 20 years, 25 years, no donations. Come on, guys. Geez. But anyway, that's all right. We will be back bigger, better, faster, stronger than ever. It's just a matter of time. All right, so that is a half hour or close enough to it. And I'm going to get off here and fix me something to eat. And then I'm going to start loading up the car, I guess. Getting the fuck out of Dodge. Y'all have a pleasant day and better tomorrow. See you when I get back.
Okay, so that's the night he left wherever he was in Kentucky, his trailer in Kentucky. That's the 25th of June. 25th of June, 2025. I believe we've surpassed the 25th of June, 2026. And now we can go back to Von Helton today. And let's see. This is a 15 minutes. How much of it can we take?
Like myself, I have a yapping little dog back there. Huge victory for animal lovers, animal rights activists, and just children of the light in general. For those of you that know and are aware, Fauci was doing unspeakable experiments on Bengal dogs.
Bengals?
The little dog. Was doing unspeakable acts of heinousy on these animals. No question.
Heinousy? Unspeakable acts of heinousy. What could he have said which would make him a native English speaker? He was committing unspeakable heinous crimes on these animals. How's that sound? Heinousy.
My mind, it rose to the level of cruelty to animals. I don't believe there's any question in.
Fuck! Cruelty to animals? Who's talking here? Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Hey, Tom.
My mind, your mileage may vary, but in any event, the good news today that I am here to report to you is that Ridgeland Farms, Ridgeway, however you say it, they're being shut down. Their doors are closing. The beagle pups have all been rescued, and my understanding is that some of them have already been found loving homes, and that they are. Well, good morning. It is your morning. I have Alrighty, folks. For those of you that are animal lovers, if you believe you got a strong enough stomach, I mean, I was on the street.
Okay, so there's an issue here with TikTok, and my hand's always moving the mouse, and apparently if you do that on TikTok, it changes to the next thing. So I will just leave this running, and if I need to stop it, I will be very ginger about it. Okay, I'll try that anyway because I'm kind of a klutz in real life.
To Cincinnati, I consider myself a pretty tough dude, and even I kind of balked at some of the things that were going on in these, well, dare I say it, chop shops. I mean, torture chambers, chop shops, just unbelievable. What was said and done there, just unbelievable shit.
Well,
and so yeah, I'm glad they're being shut down. Now, you say, well, did Ridgewood, whatever, were they directly involved in what Fauci and his crew were doing? No, they were not. But they were a major supplier of the beagles to Fauci and other places like his laboratory. So, there is a connection there, albeit minor. Still yet, the shutting down of this facility at Ridgewood, Ridgelawn, whatever the fuck it is a huge, huge win for the light, huge win for animal rights.
sorry for
Just an
starting
amazing,
again.
amazing
I don't want
thing.
to
And
touch
like
it.
I said, according to what little bit I've read of the story, some of the beagles have already been found loving homes and have already adapted well. Like I said, the beagle is touted as being one of the most loving animals there is. I tend to agree with that statement. And supposedly the beagles have just just started loving the new owner, and really sweet stuff. Tear-jerker shit. That you whip out your Kleenex tissues and shit. But anyway.
The stuff we do when we watch you abuse Sharpie Dog, Von Helton.
Anyway, enough said of that. Good stuff. Good stuff all the way around. Definitely good news. And God knows we need good news. So this is definitely good news. And hopefully we can drag Fauci kicking and screaming back to either a House or Senate subcommittee meeting to answer for just the unspeakable things that I've seen and heard and read about. And
Hold on a sec. Is this going to be one of these? Uh, you. This has been your conservative viewpoint because you have a right to know. Is this what this is going to turn out into? I don't know.
I just incredible stuff that just should never been allowed to occur, in my opinion. But whatever. I wasn't there. I had no control. If I had control, I would have probably reined in a lot of that shit.
Really?
But unfortunately, I was not.
What's that noise?
Now, having said that,
Hello, Michael.
you say, now I know somebody's going to say, well, Ron, this is just a drop in the bucket. There's a whole bunch of these places out there. Unfortunately, you are correct on that. However, maybe this will be a red flag to some of the other places to think twice about what they're doing and who they're selling these animals to. I mean, yeah, the allure of big money, folks, is strong. Nobody denies that. Nobody is going to deny that the lure of big money is very strong, because it is. However, there's the moral and ethical and logical things that need to be considered, when dealing with any situation, whether it be legal or otherwise. And
This unwashed, unshowered, 62-year-old hobo is sitting in his car, for which he is groveling and begging for donations for gas, after purchasing multiple cases of Mountain Dew. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched the video, I'll give you a quick summation. He purchased like tons of cases of Mountain Dew. It's like a barrier, like a wall. And as he's outside the car and he's talking, "Oh, Sharpie, we should have got you some water. Oh, I thought we had at least a bottle left. Oh, it looks like, oh, maybe there's not too much. Oh, Sharpie, you don't have any water." And he's just tons and tons of Mountain Dew for himself, but no water for the dog. This guy's. If there's one reason I would push for capital punishment of this man, it's because of his animal abuse. That's the one reason that I think he deserves to be judged in a very severe terminal manner.
I myself personally, if I was approached and said, "Hey, we're going to give you X amount of dollars," that literally rises to the ceiling of your building, I'm going to tell them no, because of the moral and ethical implications. See,
Bullshit. 100% bullshit, Von Helton. I don't know what kind of fallacy you're coming up with here, or what kind of angle you're trying to play, but really, if somebody were to give you a pile of money, up to the size of a building, you would say no because of ethics. Let's hear your ethics.
of course, then I'm high priest of freedom religion, and so I have to consider those things when I make my decisions. So I'm in a little bit different, situation than, say, some other people might be in.
Some other people? How about everybody? The amount of people that are in your situation across the land are in the thousands, tens of thousands? I don't know. But most people don't.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you got the legal, the moral, and the ethical ramifications that have to be considered. They have to be.
You never forget, ladies and gentlemen, that this man, James Paul Von Helton, did 2 years of real estate law at some Southern Ohio college, which never survived. It's kind of closed down. And that's his claim. That's his claim to his education. I did 2 years of real estate law. Great.
Thought about and processed out. And, I would have said no. I don't care if the damn money reached all the way to the ceiling. I would have said no. Because I don't want that negative karma coming back on my ass. You know what I mean? Because it will. Karma's a bitch, folks. Karma comes back on you. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, karma eventually comes back on you.
He doesn't realize that karma has actually come back on him. If you've been following him for the decade that most of us that have been around, he's been around since like the 70s, this Von Helton. And I've been watching the trail of Von Helton videos from the 70s to the 80s, and on, until today. Very prolific when I came on in 2014, I'd say. We'll get into that later.
Yes, it does. Even atheists believe in karma, for fuck's sake. So, because this is something that we have seen.
I I think he knows not of what he speaks. He says that even atheists believe in karma. No, let me set the record straight. We atheists do not believe in karma. But when the coincidences of life happen to align at a point where it looks like, oh, some kind of karma, usually it's because the person who is receiving the bad karma, in this case, is the one who put it out in the first place. He put out bad karma, so he receives bad karma. So that is the kind of folklore about karma. But to say you believe in karma, nonsense. Anyway, sorry.
Actually work out in the real world, okay? We've actually seen karma work in the real world.
Oh.
And so as a result, even atheists believe in karma.
We've seen it. Give us an example. Okay, well, you're right. We've seen it with you, von Helton. Okay, I believe in it. I take it back.
So, so me personally, I don't want that negativity, man. I don't want that negative shit coming back on my ass. No way. So, yeah, this is a huge fucking victory. This is a huge victory.
He's turning his life from the trailer into the car without any money into a huge victory. I want to add that I believe that he's actually in Kentucky right now, somewhere. That's what I think.
Victory for the light. This is a huge victory for animal rights. This is a huge victory for people that just believe in justice. These animals finally got the justice they deserve.
Justice for Sharpie Dog. Treat Sharpie Dog like like a child that you love, that you want it to be healthy, but you don't. You treat it like a living plushy toy that you stuff hamburgers into. Von Helton is an animal abuser. So all this hypocritical talk of animal rights and his victory, Von Helton lies.
They were liberated and given loving homes. Now, I think Fauci needs to be brought back in again and needs to be grilled a little bit more stringently than he was. I want to see a conviction. I want to see a conviction. I watch tons of these House and Senate subcommittee meetings, and I'm sure you have too. We've watched these meetings and and there's a lot of good info that comes out of them, and there's a lot of interesting facts and pictures and video and stuff that just boggles the mind in some cases. But I have yet to see any meaningful convictions as of late. I want to see convictions. And folks, get on the horn to you.
What is it that he wants to see conviction? Why does he want to see convictions? What is so imperative about convictions? Will it make him feel better to see somebody of privilege, say, go to prison? Well, we've seen lots of that. That happens quite a lot. Hugo, what is the guy's name from Venezuela? Maduro. He went from privilege to prison. Why can't Von Helton see that? Not everybody who has privilege goes to prison. I mean, maybe I'm wrong in how I'm seeing this very, very limited mind, or seeing into this very limited mind that von Helton has.
Your congressman and your senator, because I get this too all the time. It's, Ron, what can I do? I'm just one person. What can I do? You can call your congressman and senator, or you can email them, or you can snail mail them. Snail mail, believe it or not, actually gets their attention. I always thought they just threw it in the trash, but supposedly they actually respond to snail mail, believe it or not. So if that's the case, then send them a snail mail, send them an email, call them on the phone. You don't want to pester them, because then you might get a knock from the FBI on your door. But, aside from that, make it clear, hey, we want convictions. Fauci needs to pay for the inhumanity he has done to these animals and to, God knows who else he's experimented. I mean, has he experimented on any humans? There's talk that Bill Gates experimented on humans, and Bill Gates and Fauci used to be tight, right? So, I mean, is it possible that Fauci was in on some...
What does he mean that Bill Gates and Fauci used to be tight, right? How does he know? And what does that mean? Just throw us a little bit of he's always with the headlines. He's never with any, not even a subtext. Never mind, like the body, the details, nothing. That's what's so satisfyingly annoying about von Helton, is that he's uber superficial.
That human experimentation too? Inquiring minds want to know, right? And therefore we need to bring him back in front of the subcommittee meetings again and grill the shit out of this guy. and get...
Well, why don't you run for the House of Representatives, von Helton? Then you can do the grilling.
Well, let it be said that we definitely live in bizarre...
I fucked it up. Sorry.
All righty, folks. For those of you that are animal... thrilled, though. This has been a huge victory. This Ridgeway, Ridge Farm, what it says. So yeah, All right. Call your congressman, call your senator. Say, hey, when are we going to see convictions on Fauci, man? It's long overdue. It's long overdue. We need convictions. I don't care if we have to throw him in jail for jaywalking. Get his ass in jail. Get him in jail. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. The man has done just unspeakable evil to both humans and animals, and he needs to pay for that crime. As long as these people think they haven't got to pay, they're going to keep doing evil. They need to know that they got to pay for that evil. They need to know that the government will eventually make them pay for the evil that they've done to humanity and animals and whatever else they're into. I mean, if you're torturing, let's say you're torturing a non-corporeal entity. You say, well, Vaughn, it's not human. I don't give a shit.
And let's say you're torturing a non-corporeal entity. Let's get back to that. Let's say you're torturing a non-corporeal entity. Okay.
Shit. Torture's torture. Are you torturing this creature? If the answer is yes, then you're a piece of shit. Right? Yeah. So, I don't give a damn what it is or who it is. If you're doing evil, you need to pay. You need to pay for that. That's why we have that's one of the reasons why we have government. Is so they can inflict justice upon those that do wrong in the society and in the community. That's the whole damn point. Yeah, right. So anyway, I'm rambling. I've got 14 minutes on this video. Holy shit. So I'm going to get out of here, but yeah, this huge victory. And like I said, this Ridgeway, Ridge Lawn, whatever the hell it's called, the doors are closing. It's being shut down. And my understanding is it's being shut down permanently. It's not just going to change its name and reopen the doors. No, my understanding is it's being shut down permanently. And I hope that's indeed the case. Anyway, just thought I'd give you the good news. because this is a huge victory. And so y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow.
Right. Okay. We're up to date with Von Helton. So basically, we've dealt with Shanny. We're up to date with Shanny and Jason. Well, Shanny, and we're up to date with Von Helton. Now we need to bring ourselves a little bit up to date with G-Man. Do you guys all know G-Man? Well, if you need to refresh your coffee cup, let's see, G-Man. What do we got for G-Man? I think we have something. No. Hang on a minute. Just hang on a minute, folks. Let's before we do. Oh, I know what we'll do. I know exactly. Just give me one moment, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Introduce yourselves to each other, and I will be right back with. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I always do this. I always sort of appear unready. In this case, yeah, all right. But now, I think I've caught up to myself. Oh, no, not there. Shit. Oh, all right, I started. Okay. Thanks for hanging in there, my friends. Let's give you a taste. A little taste. But I want to disappear myself a little bit. There we go. And you guys have to go like this for a bit. And I'm going to remove myself.
I am specifically talking about Sidney Winston. This is not about nobody else. This is specifically about Sidney Winston. Sidney Winston stinks at this whole great debate stuff. I can prove to him, and I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna drive him crazy because he's an atheist at the end of the day. Unlike you, Sidney Winston, you can't prove that God isn't real. I can. You can't prove that God isn't real. I can. You can't prove that God isn't real. I can. I am specific.
So G-Man messed up. Did you see that? He totally messed up. G-Man says, I, Sidney Winston, cannot prove that God isn't real. But he can. So G-Man can prove that God isn't real. But I can't. Isn't that stupid and silly? But that's just the beginning. Should I say that's just a snippet? Yeah, a snippet of the video that G-Man made to me. specifically to me.
Sowing and reaping. I am and has been rebranded into GTV. I am G-Man, your host, and I want to kind of educate some of the audience on when to know you are dealing with, how can I put this? I know in the past we used to call them a Poe. I used to refer to them as cowards. But that's not entirely true about this particular person.
So who do you think he's talking about, folks? This particular person. Who is this particular person that he's talking about? And being quite he's quite the thinker about this. He's contemplating this particular person.
I would probably define this person as a attention whore. Yeah, I think that would be a much better description of this particular person, because if I call him a Poe, it's not really entirely true. And to be honest, an attention whore isn't entirely true either, but calling him a Poe.
Whoa. You're calling him an attention whore, and then you say attention whore is not entirely true either. And you call him a coward, and you say the coward is not really entirely true either. And you call him a Poe, I don't even know what that is. But a Poe isn't entirely true either.
I know what this person is. Fine. This person is a lonely old man who's dying for attention. So let's talk about this here for a minute. We're not going to call him a Poe. We're not going to call him a coward, because I don't really believe in heart that this person's a coward. I believe that we're dealing with a guy at the end of his life who's really old. Excuse me, Sonny. You know where I can get some money? Now, let me explain why I'm making this video. As you guys all know, the fastest way to expose a reaction channel, the fastest way to do it, not the slowest, not the medium, the fastest way to get in and out of a war with somebody who has a reaction channel, that is to ask for the link.
Okay, so this is where this is going. Ask for the link. Michael Zimmerman has just made the statement of the century. G-Man is the biggest joke on the internet. In fact, this is why. Because those who know my channel know that sometimes I throw a link to join, and sometimes I don't. Most times when I throw a link to join, no one does anyway. And when I don't put out a link to join, it's because I have nothing that I don't have time, or it's just not the right environment for me. And the audience that I want to talk to is a specific. Just let's keep that in mind.
And normally, I don't particularly care who uses my content on their YouTube channel, but this one kind of irritated me. Remember what I told you guys? People can say big things and it won't bother me, but it's some little things, some little tiny things that get on my nerves when I know people are violating terms of service, which I'm going to flag this guy into oblivion later.
You see, he's threatening this guy. He's going to flag this guy into oblivion later. Shit, I wonder if this guy even still has his YouTube channel, because with these kind of threats, you never know how they turn out.
But he was just playing my video and he wasn't saying anything. By YouTube rules, you're supposed to do it every couple of seconds, maybe up to 30 seconds. A lot of us will genuinely understand with each other that as long as you're giving commentary, you're not actually, in fact, stealing the video. Sidney Winston, and a lot of you ain't going to like me talking like this on this channel, so I do want to let everybody know I am specifically talking about Sidney Winston. This is not about nobody else. This is specifically about Sidney Winston.
Oh. Well, I'm interested. I'm very interested. Let's hear it.
Sidney Winston happens to be an atheist, and I know a lot of you know that a lot of them don't have no morality. They don't have no set of rules that they live by. These people believe that they can do whatever they want. So this guy gets my video on his channel, and he just lets it play, and he doesn't say nothing. Like, he's letting the whole thing play, and he's saying nothing. So naturally, I see this because I don't really watch his channel that much. I know of him. I still believe.
Hold on a second. Didn't he threaten to flag this person's channel into oblivion? And because I didn't know who he was talking about, I commented that, I hope the guy still has his channel. And he's talking about me. So he's threatened to, and in this video, he's threatened to flag my channel into oblivion. Nice. I hear he's a Christian.
He has some really good jewels on his channel in terms of like old videos, but this guy is prototypical of what I'm used to dealing with in the great debate community. Now, he doesn't have no accountability now. That's the problem. Because back in the great debate days, if he did something like this, his own people, you're making us look bad. You can't do that. But he doesn't have to worry about it now because now he's in the reaction community. And I know it's that the reaction community don't got a lot of hardcore standards either and whatnot, but this guy's over there making his videos. He's letting the video play. I don't think he understands that in order to argue that he has fair use, he has to actually say something during the video. Why is it? And this is why he's got a little puny little YouTube channel, because he doesn't, and why he can't gather himself a real audience, because he doesn't know TOS. And if he does grow, other people are going to flag him into oblivion. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
if my channel gets flagged, do I get notified? Because I have not received any notifications. But this is a Christian charity, ladies and gentlemen.
If I'm going to talk, say something. Like, for crying out loud, say something. Like, say duh. Or why don't you do what your ancestors do, Sidney Winston? Duh. But what he decides to do.
What exactly does that mean? Because my ancestors and your ancestors, if you go back far enough, Gary, G-Man, are pretty much the same apes. Yes, G-Man, you're an ape. So am I. We're apes. G-Man is an ape. I love the sound of that. G-Man is an ape. That's definitely, those words are memeable. G-Man is an ape. Like it.
Do is when I go in this chat. Now, I don't know how many of you have this problem when you're using your phone. Now, I'm going to be intellectually honest. I don't expect nobody else to do that. Sometimes when I'm using my phone, there's an audio version on it. There's a little microphone, and you can talk into it, and then the chat will say what you said. But a lot of times it will say something different. And I'm moving so fast, I don't proofread it, and I'll do that, and then it will say something totally different, right? Or I will go typing, and then the stupid phone will do automatic spell check, and then it will keep doing it. One of these days, I'm going to do this in real time. I got to figure out how to point my camera at my phone so that you can all see in real time what I'm talking about. Because perhaps some of you don't know. I don't know.
I got to figure out how to point my camera at my phone. Does he really know what he's saying when he opens up his mouth sometimes? I got to look at the look on his face. gotta figure out how to point my camera at my phone somehow. Oh, gee, man, you're so thick.
Like I'll spell the and then they'll put there, and they'll put all these different things here. Now his man's over there talking about I don't know how to spell flag.
No, it wasn't flag. It was something that you didn't spell right, idiot.
You know what I mean? Like seriously, how stupid does this guy think I am or whatever? You know what I mean? So he's over there, he's making his videos. Nobody cares about him making the video. What I care about is there's no commentary being done. He can take the whole channel if he wants. But he doesn't make any commentary. That was the same dumb mistake Dragnut made, and you don't see him on here no more.
Well, I'm here. So what the hell? What's your point? Oh, he makes the most memeable faces, doesn't he? Somebody screenshot that. You think, ooh, somebody who knows. Those eyes show Adderall abuse. Have you been Adderalling? Can I make this bigger? No, I think that's it. Adderall abuse. You know, there is something. Check this out, man. I'll make him much bigger. I can't. I cannot make him any bigger. So sorry. But I can do that. I can get myself back on the screen. Yeah. Wow. See, when you know stuff, you can recognize stuff. That was a good catch, Michael.
You know what I mean? He's just dumb. So he's constantly on there. G-Man's not a Christian. Same old nonsense. G-Man ain't a Christian. G-Man this and G-Man that. And I would actually consider Sidney Winston to be more of a challenge than Hussey. Hussey, to me, is a joke. I'm sorry. He is a crying joke to me. But Sidney Winston, he's one of these guys who understands logic. He understands. See, here's the thing. I cannot like somebody and I can compliment them. You know what I mean? Because when you're an honest person, you do these things. I don't need to go making stuff up about people to make myself feel good because I have self-esteem. You know what I mean? So he understands logic.
No, I don't know what you mean. If you have self-esteem, my friend, then nobody else on the planet has self-esteem, if that's what self-esteem is.
Logic. If I was to talk to him, he understands logical fallacies. He understands the flow of a conversation. I've seen him do it from back in the great debate days.
Talking about the great debate days, folks. For me, that started in 2014. I'm going to be running through those great debates, the ones that I have on my channel. So it'll probably be for members only because it'll be for members only. So I do encourage you to buy a membership. Sorry, I couldn't think of a real reason other than you support the channel. Okay, let's leave it at that. But yeah, it'll be members only for 2014. So thank you for helping me out.
So he knows better. He knows what the rules here are on YouTube. He just gotten lazy. He just letting the video just go on and on and on and on and on and on. So you know what I did? I just took my own advice. The fastest way to prove that a reaction channel is being run by somebody that doesn't have any testicular fortitude is to ask for the link. I have learned.
What does that mean? Testicular fortitude. I bet you my balls are bigger than yours, G-Man. I bet you they hang lower than your balls, G-Man. If you have any. If you even know. Oh, well, you're the one who puts balls in your mouth, aren't you? Allegedly. Huh. Disgusting. You really are disgusting, G-Man. No wonder nobody likes you.
This over and over and over again. Once I ask for the link a few times and I'm told no, I'm dealing with some.
Okay. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm thinking. He's watching my live stream, and I'm talking maybe about him or whatever, and he wants to come in, and I don't have a link up. Well, I hadn't planned to have anybody come in that time because I didn't have a link up. So him complaining and screaming and shouting and crying and boo-hooing because he doesn't get a link is not because I didn't give him specifically, personally, a link. I just didn't give a link because there was no debate going on. Damn.
Somebody with something to hide. That immediately tells me that, and whether the audience wants to admit that or not is the truth. He has something to hide. So, Sidney Winston, I have this elusive club that I created recently.
Oh.
I offered to come on your channel for free.
You offered to come on my channel for free. Okay, so I don't have a link, and I don't want you to come onto my channel. Be honest, I've got nothing to say to you other than shut up. Because you don't have a voice on my channel, G-Man. But you'll come on my channel for free? What if I don't want you to come on my channel for free? What then?
When I do something on YouTube, it's always for a reason. I don't do things on here wasting my time. I know exactly what I'm doing when I actually do it. I think I asked for the link 7 or 8 times, and I was ignored the entire time.
That's correct. I remember I was doing the show. Why should I let you interrupt my show while asking for a link where there is no link available? What privilege do you have? What right do you have to a link to this show? What if you came on right now into the chat and said, give me the link, give me the link, give me the link, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk to you, G-Man. I didn't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you now, and I didn't want to talk to you then. Crybaby.
This man didn't put the link out there. So guess what, Sidney Winston says? You want to question my my statement of faith on my G-Man channel, and you want to do all that other stuff.
Oh, have you seen the statement of faith on his G-Man channel? Well, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be getting into that in upcoming episodes. It's going to be grand. G-Man is going to be humiliated. That's all I can say.
Stuff and whatnot. You want me on your YouTube channel? Now you got to pay me. Don't worry, you won't be.
Excuse me, I almost fell on my chair there. Excuse me, but I want to just hear that again. What's going on here?
So guess what, Sidney Winston says? You want to question my my statement of faith on my G-Man channel, and you want to do all that other stuff and whatnot. You want me on your YouTube channel? Now you got to pay me. Don't worry, you won't be the only content creator getting hit with this same strategy.
Everybody. Okay. I'm talking to the guild of content creators now, okay? I know you're all watching. Take heed, because G-Man is now charging to appear on your channel.
You see, I think for the better part of 9 years, I think on here, or even 10 years, I have been agreeing to go to these YouTube channels for free and freely have these conversations. And you know what happens? These people's heads get a little bit too big. They start believing their own hype, like they're important. Some of these people don't even got 500 subscribers in there, and they're this cocky. I have almost 14,000. No, I think I have a little bit more. I have about 14,000 subscribers on my G-Man channel, and on this channel, I have about.
Yes, people, please donate to my channel. If I've got 12 people watching right now, if each one of you donates $1, I will have $12. If there are 13 people watching right now, if each one of you donates $1, I will have $13.
got 3,000 subscribers. My goal one day is to get a channel where I got 50 to 100,000 subs. Ain't nobody impressed with somebody who's got a couple of thousand subs. And yet these cocky, arrogant people who wouldn't know how to grow a YouTube channel if it smacked them in the head when they get on here and act like they're deities or whatever because they got a couple of thousand subscribers and they got the power of the super chat. So Sidney Winston, since I know you like watching my stuff, okay, I'm going to say a couple of things directly to you. I have 14,000 subs on my other channel, but I've been on here for a long time. That's why all this mess that I need Shanny and Red, stop it. So anyway, although I might have another channel with that many subs soon. You'll see. But anyway, you'll see what I got planned on this channel. And the kind of people that I might even get Foodie Beauty to show up on here. Like I'm going to prove a point to some of these. Listen to me. I am not the best when it comes to being an administrator or being somebody who can call somebody up and ask them to come on the channel. That's not my talent. That's not what I do. There's some people in here like Steve McCrae and people like that who are really good. Like he's gotten some really, really, really popular Christians to come on his channel that I've listened to on Christian radio and I looked up to for a long time to come on his channel. I wish I had that kind of ability, but I don't have it. But I have my own talents and I have the things that I can do. And I'm good at original content, baby. I'm absolutely good at it. All right. But I will show up. That's number one. And number two, I will create my own content. I don't need to live off the work of other people. And I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that. And I know that there's other people who secretly thank me for that. And that's all fine. You can say secret.
I am going to hold that against you. There is no excuse. Verbal. But when I receive your 13 cents, after you've worked hard for it, then I will respectfully call you brains. Payday. Yes. It's you say it's payday to payday survival. I say it's live stream to live stream survival. It's a rat race out there in the content creator world. So please, if I don't get 13 cents donated to me by the end of this stream, I might just consider giving it all up.
If you don't want to publicly say anything about it. But Sidney Winston is never going to get that one-on-one talk with me on his channel no more.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm never gonna have to talk to G-Man. Yeah, oh yeah, it's like England won. I don't have to talk to G-Man. Yeah, England. World Cup's on right now, folks. Please understand.
I am only going to go to a channel and ask for a link, but so many times before I finally say, now you got to pay for my time. This is why I got the attitude with Frank. This is why I have the attitude with Hussey and some of these other people and whatnot. How many times have I asked for the link and these people who clearly have something to hide? Perhaps it's his lack of ability to actually build an argument. While he understands logic and he understands reason and he understands logical fallacies, Sidney Winston stinks at this whole great debate stuff. I can prove to him, and I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna drive him crazy because he's
okay. What I was mentioning about memberships, please buy one on your way out, is the great debate stuff. Because 2014 was when it was chaos, and G-Man was part of that chaos. So what's going to happen with the series starting 2014 and all, then it'll be 2015, and then it'll be 2016, and then I think I've got 2017. But the 2014, I think, is the most important one because I was raw, I was sort of a total virgin in everything, and I would like to see what the changes are. That I don't think I've made too many changes other than presentation and some tweaking. And but we'll get out. We'll do that when we do the reaction to me in 2014. But this is what he's referring to: the great debate community. Buy your memberships, folks. Please. Tell your friends. And everybody, tell your grandmother to buy a membership. Christmas is coming.
He's an atheist at the end of the day. Unlike you, Sidney Winston, you can't prove that God isn't real. I can.
See? I can't prove that God isn't real, but he can. You heard that, right? In fact, that's essentially the video that I made, the introductory video. Let's see that again.
I can prove to him, and I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna drive him crazy because he's an atheist at the end of the day. Unlike you, Sidney Winston, you can't prove that God isn't real.
I can't prove that God isn't real?
I can.
Oh, you can. All right. So you can prove that God isn't real. He said that, right? I mean, it's now on the internet forever.
I'll turn you agnostic faster than the speed of light.
Well, okay, that's a challenge, right? He wants to turn me agnostic. Why would you want to do that? There is no such thing as agnostic. It's either you're an atheist or you're a theist. Done. Agnostic. That's the dumbest term I've ever. It's actually the most self-centered term I've ever come across. Because what difference does it make if you're agnostic or not? It's an is or isn't situation. Well, I can't define validation. I can't define validation. It's not that type of situation. Yet, idiot, G-Man, he actually believes that it's possible to be an agnostic.
Then after I'm done turning you agnostic, I'll make you into a theist.
Oh, he was going to make me there's a stepping stone. First, you got to go from an atheist, then you go to an agnostic, then you go to an atheist. No, first you start off then you go to agnostic, then you go to a theist. Oh, I'm going to land up as a theist. What's your plan? This is interesting. And then?
Using your own videos.
Oh, I cannot wait. He's going to turn me from the strong atheist that I always have been into a theist using my own videos. I want to see those. I want to see that transformation using my own videos. Michael, I was only kidding. Don't worry about it. Really, I was just joking. I was alluding to something that G-Man was saying. You know, he was going to charge. No, he doesn't do free anymore. He charges and donations. So, and there were 12 or 13 people watching, and I said, as a joke, if everybody donated $1, I'd have $12, $13. It was just a joke. But you could buy a membership. Yes.
Because you got quite a few of them on there that I can actually use to prove that you're really a theist. It's just the person that you.
Oh, he's going to use my own videos to prove that I'm a theist. G-Man, you got to come up with the goods, buddy.
You worship, I don't want nothing to do with. It isn't.
Hold on a second. I shouldn't have interrupted right there.
Using your own videos.
Okay.
Because you got quite a few of them on there that I can actually use to prove that you're really a theist.
I've got quite a few videos on there on my channel that he can use to prove that I am a theist. Okay.
It's just the person that you worship, I don't want nothing to do with.
Oh, it's just the person that I worship he wants nothing to do with. You know what he thinks? This is hilarious. Ooh, this is even more hilarious. How do I do this? There you go. He thinks that's what I worship. That's literally what he thinks I worship. Like he worships the statue of Jesus or something. That's how stupid he is. Fuck. Okay. All right, G-Man. Carry on.
It isn't difficult at all, sir. We both know this. You know I can use the presuppositional argument against you. You know I can use answer prayer against you. And I got a whole bunch of other stuff I can use against you. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is, Sidney Winston. Now you got...
Oh, that's very much here or there, G-Man, because that's what we are going to get into. Everything that you've thrown at me, it's old bullshit. So in 2014, I heard exactly the same arguments from you. And 12 years later, you're still using the same nonsense? By the way, everybody, this man, G-Man, he denies biology. So what is it about this man that you can really, that isn't sketchy? The very fact that he denies biology is very sketchy. Another thing that's very sketchy, I want to tell you, I'll show you, is, and I hope you can see this, is that's his statement of faith on his other channel. I'm a delusional Catholic channel. And I do hope you can read all that. But we're going to attend and react to the statement of faith in a very good time, in probably very short order. Because, I mean, that's what he wants me to do, right? It's like he's prodding me. And I don't like to be prodded. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go back to this one.
Gotta pay to have me. Now, I know the new thing. Man, nobody cares. Nobody wants to talk to you. We're all moving on. And all these other... Listen to me. You guys can go in your Discords. You can go to Funko Land. You can go to the Bronx Zoo. And you can go to Dave and Buster's and lie to yourselves to each other about that stuff. When you come to me, at least try to be a little bit honest, because I'm not trying to hear that, okay? Especially since I know people are still very much interested in Shanny and would love to have Shanny come on their channels. Do you honestly believe me talking to Shanny on your behalf that the best way to go about...
Nobody cares about Shanny, and nobody cares about Jason, and nobody cares about anybody else. So you're making a video to me, Sidney Winston, G-Man. I don't care about Shanny. Why are you making a video to me and mentioning Shanny? Huh? I would actually allow on my channel and have a conversation with her, because we've had respectful communications before. Like I say, this goes back 12 years, and Shanny and I were at one time on speaking terms.
Doing that is to lie to my face? You think that's the best way to do it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But a lot of YouTubers who's been dying to talk to Shanny is finally going to get a chance to talk to her, because I'm going to make it happen.
Why Shanny? Who cares about? See, he's so... Shanny is living so rent-free in his head that he's making a video to Sidney Winston and talking about how he's going to change me from an atheist to a theist through agnosticism. But he brings up Shanny for what reason? I never brought her up, except at the very beginning of this stream. I caught up with Shanny in about 60 seconds?
I'm going to give people the opportunity they wanted for the longest to ask Shanny a question themselves. I am not going to be these...
Nobody cares about Shanny. Why are you talking about Shanny? Why am I even asking?
Money-hungry, greedy content creators who wants to charge you membership fees and charge you all this other garbage just to hear about somebody. That is not G-Man. And I'm not going to make a nickel doing it, because I believe that the people have the right.
He's a communist. G-Man is the communist, ladies and gentlemen. He gives everything away for free because of the goodness of his warm socialist heart.
To approach Shanny and ask Shanny whatever question that they want to ask her. I believe this. And it's time that this stuff was made for free. I am sick and tired of the Sidney Winstons of the world and the Hussies of the world and all these other people charging you for information. No more of that. The game is about to change as early as Monday. As early
Does today. Did anything change? Oh, hold on a second. This video is dated. It is not fresh. It was made on some other day that was previous to Monday. So what the hell happened since Monday? That Monday.
as no, I got that one wrong. As
if you said that a million times, you would be right. A million times.
early as it's going to be before Monday. As early as let me think here.
Oh, before today. All right.
Either Saturday or Sunday, maybe even sooner. But it's going to happen, and you people are going to be able to ask Shanny all of the hard questions that you guys wanted to ask her. That was the plan from day one, in terms of like doing the show that I wanted to.
It's almost like he's promoting Buffweed's channel. You are going to be able to ask Shanny all the questions you want. Did Buffweed, did you appoint G-Man like your promotions manager or something, marketing manager, something? Because he's that's what he seems to be doing. I don't remember him hosting Shanny and Jason. I remember you, Buffweed, hosting Shanny and Jason. So
to do on here, but I am getting sick and I am getting tired of people like Sidney Winston and these other people in here thinking they're gods and deities. Like, you got to get on your hands and knees and kiss
my ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't have one. Okay, kiss my watch. Kiss my watch. Because I'm a deity. I think I'm a deity. Am I? Do I present myself as a deity? Well, let me see if I can do deity. You will be judged. Is that deity? Oh, that was fun.
their butts in order to ask them a question or to go on their platform. You know what? Whatever. You don't got to super chat me. You don't got to become a member. You ain't got to do none of that stuff that's talking Shanny on my channel.
As opposed to my channel, where if you don't super chat me and you don't become a member and you don't throw money at me and you don't buy me a coffee and you don't praise me, I'm going to block you. I'm going to ban you. I'm going to spread the word to every single website out there and every single channel out there on the internet. Watch out.
Say what you want about me.
Okay.
Say what you want about me.
Fine. But then don't complain. If it's okay to say what we want about you, if it's okay to say what we want about you, then don't complain when we say what we want about you, G-Man.
But I ain't no greedy, money-hungry buffoon like some of these other people on here. That's just not me. Since I'm so broke on here, naturally you would think that I would put super chats and everything. That's why I'm not even listening to YouTube. You know what I mean? But Sidney, The Rock says this. The Rock says, why don't you take this razor? No. You know what? I should have got some Rogaine.
Listen to this. Okay. So this man you know how he's got this affinity, this proclivity for men's butts? Listen to this.
Okay, so I want to imagine an invisible box of Rogaine, you know, the black type. I want you to mix it into something real, like just like this. Keep mixing it. Then go get some hair dye. Go find the darkest hair dye you can find. I know I got the grays and whatnot. You guys see them and whatnot. And I'm making these jokes, but I'm still going to do it. And then you pour them in a cup. And you keep shaking it. And you shake it. And you mix it. You can mix it. Then I want you to take that Rogaine.
Okay, now this is the big finale of this little joke of his. Okay, you're mixing and shaking, right?
I want you to take it out, get a big goggly goop of that stuff. Don't put it in your hair. I want you to turn it sideways and stick it straight up your candy butt. Because that, ladies and gents, is what I think of Sidney Winston and his ability to propel. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this guy?
We've got to watch that again because that is so pathetic. It's like, oh my God. All right, where do we start there?
Your candy butt. Because that.
Oh my God, that was. I'm gonna go back a little bit more.
You know what? I should have got some Rogaine. Okay, so I want to imagine an invisible box of Rogaine. You know, the black type. I want you to mix it into something real, like just like this. Keep mixing it. Keep mixing it. Then go get some hair dye. Go find the darkest hair dye you can find. I know I got the grays and whatnot. You guys see them and whatnot. And I'm making these jokes, but I'm still going to do it. And then you pour them in the cup. And you keep shaking it. And you shake it. And you mix it. You can mix it. Then I want you to take that Rogaine. I want you to take it out. Get a big goggly goop of that stuff. Don't put it in your hair. I want you to turn it sideways and stick it straight up your candy butt.
Now, how many times have you watched a G-Man and he talks about a butt? Have you ever watched G-Man when he doesn't talk about it? At some point, talk about a butt, talk about a man, talk about his body, talk about something? Never. Gay-tard here. G-Man, you are so gay. But that's not the thing. The thing is that you are so in the closet gay. And that in itself is so gay. It's gay to be in the closet when you're gay. G-Man.
Because that, ladies and gents, is what I think of Sidney Winston and his ability to propel. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, so now this is how stupid he is and how ignorant he is. He's from New Jersey and New York. He knows absolutely nothing beyond those bounds, those boundaries. New York and New Jersey is his universe. What? Listen to this.
Wait a minute, isn't this guy from the UK? Oh, no.
No, he's not. But carry on.
No, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Tell me something, Sidney. What happened to the Queen?
I don't have a queen.
What happened to the Queen?
What queen?
Where is the Queen?
Well, I'm not from England, so I'm assuming you're talking about the Zulu Queen, which is a queen that is from where I am from too. So, what about the Zulu Queen? Ape Man. Did I mention to you that that G-Man was a biology denier, and that we are all, with the apes, descended from a common ancestor? So when I call myself an ape man, I'm not being derogatory to myself. And when I'm calling G-Man ape man, I'm not being. When I call G-Man ape man, I am being derogatory to apes. And I apologize to apes for this horrendous error in judgment.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sidney Winston, where's the Queen?
She's back in Zululand. G-Man, that's where she lives. The Zulu Queen is in Zululand. So, do you have any other questions?
What happened to the Queen?
Nothing. She never left Zululand.
Who is this Rudy Poo in the palace?
Okay, G-Man, you gotta stop it. Now, when you start talking like you used to talk when you were a child, Rudy Poo, who's Rudy Poo? Then we know that you need help. And G-Man, look at you. Look at you. You're a mess. Look at your eyes. What are they? Adderall? You've had too much Adderall. Or maybe too little. I don't know how it works, but look at it. Now listen to it.
Who's afraid to shake the hands of black people?
Dude, the queen of Zulu land, Zulu queen, is black herself. Why would she be afraid to shake the hands of black people?
Have you guys seen that video yet where the King of England is afraid to shake the hand of a
King of England? What's King of England got to do with the Zulu queen? The queen of Zululand, where I am from.
black person? Isn't this guy from the UK?
Somebody from the UK. He's not the king of Zululand. The queen, my queen that you refer to, is the queen of Zululand. The king of England has no connection to the queen of my queen of Zululand. Get it together, dude.
Papa, he besmirched me. Papa.
Is this normal, or is this is he some kind of is he having a medical emergency? Is what I'm trying to find out.
I eat UK people for dinner, in case you forgot about that, Sidney.
Who gives a shit what you do for dinner? Who you eat for dinner? You eat UK people for dinner. Does that make you a cannibal or something? I mean, I'm not a UK person, but you are definitely a hungry for human flesh type person. So it's coming across as this is disturbing, G-Man.
Or did you forget about Baton? And you forgot about the rest of the funky bunch. Who got
What the fuck is he talking about?
destroyed by yours truly? Or did you forget about irate Alex, who really got butthurt when I saw?
Who's irate Alec? I mean, what is he? Is he talking to me or is he talking to somebody else? I mean, like, it's like which personality is talking to which viewer? He's either talking. One of his personalities talking to Sidney Winston, and now he's switched to a personality that's talking to Alex, whatever his name was. I'm kind of losing. I'm losing the plot here.
Started dealing with him.
What a lunatic.
Hey, Sidney, here's a flash from the past.
Huh?
You wait until I get in the room with you, buddy. I hope you got headphones on, too. I really hope you got headphones on.
Okay, I gotta see that again. That was pretty hilarious.
Hey, Sidney.
Yeah?
Here's a flash from the past.
Okay, well, I don't recognize that from the past. That means nothing. But anyway, in your delusional mind, carry on.
You wait until I get in the room with you, buddy. I hope you got headphones on, too. I really hope you got headphones on.
I don't need headphones on to know that you're a loud talking motherfucker. And the reason you talk loud is because you don't have any substance. So you act out.
But you would never be in a room with me. Not until you pay the fee. The fee you're going to pay me is going to be for wasting my time. You had me come to your channel. I put link once. I put link twice.
Oh my God, he's still talking about the link to the channel. He's still talking about that live stream where I didn't have a link and I didn't want him to come into my channel anyway. But he has some kind of special privilege on YouTube. Maybe he owns YouTube.
I put link not once, not twice, but it doesn't matter if I put link there 3 times in a row. It doesn't matter.
It is entertaining if you like fools. If you like watching like in real life fools, he is entertaining. Who do you think he loves more than anything in the whole universe? I'll tell you. I'll give you a clue. It starts with a G.
So, Sidney Winston, we're going to put you on the shelf over here. People that are afraid of G-Man. Sidney Winston. Let's see something here.
So Sidney Winston goes on the shelf with Hussey as being afraid of G-Man. Yes. See how delusional he is? He's messed up there.
Sidney Winston. Frank.
I think I got to him. How many times has he mentioned my name? Like over and over and over again. I hope he doesn't like me in the way that he likes his husband.
From the Geek Room, Tatted Jedi, Alex Button, Matt Dillahunty, R.N. I mean, well, why is it always you non-believing, I don't believe in anything type people that end up running from me the most? Hey, Sidney, you can't say ain't no Christian can deal with you, dude, because I'm calling you out. And you know what you're going to do in your channel? This is what you're going to say.
I thought if I stopped it right there, that the suspense would kill me of what he's going to tell me about what I'm going to say. But, suspense isn't killing me. I could, rattle off about something else all day. But I respect you, the viewers, and so I won't do that.
I'm dead serious, guys. This is what he's going to say.
What? What's he going to say?
You don't spell clean C-L-A-N. You spell clean C-L-E-A-N.
I just want to say this, and there's no way that, this has got to be something like out of the supernatural dimension. Because I was going to say, you don't spell clean, C-L-E-N. You spell clean, C-L-E-A-N. So, how would G-Man know that I was actually going to say that? G-Man, you scare me. The way you can see, you're like a prophet. Oh, we should all fear the G-Man because he sees the future. He knows what I am going to say. And then I said it. All respect for the G-Man.
Come on, G-Man. Learn how to spell. Oh, my God. Let's let him finish with the name calling and the ad homs and everything. Okay. Where about the link? Oh, but G-Man, you don't know how to spell coat. You spell coat, C-A-T. Okay, what? So there was a spelling error when I put something in the chat. Okay, am I going to get the link to come? Oh, no, G-Man, you're a Christian. You believe in the Tooth Fairy. And by the way, if you guys believe that God exists, Sidney Winston believes that you believe in the Tooth Fairy. I just want to let you guys.
How's that logical? If you don't believe that a God... What did he say?
Error when I put something in the chat. Okay, am I going to get the link to come? Oh, no, G-Man, you're a Christian. You believe in the Tooth Fairy. And by the way, if you guys believe that a God exists, Sidney Winston believes that you believe in the Tooth Fairy. Okay, so this is what I believe according to G-Man. If
you believe that God exists, then you believe in the tooth fairy. According to G-Man, is what I think, that you think. So take it up with G-Man, right? That you do or don't believe in the tooth fairy. But it just doesn't seem to me, I just don't see a connection between believing God and having to believe in a tooth fairy. I mean, they're both fantastic beliefs and they're both irrational concepts, but one is not necessarily more irrational than the other. So I have no idea what he's talking about. As
I just want to let you guys know that. So very disrespectful guy. This guy has a Baphomet in front in the back of him. You know what I mean?
Oops. Why do I mess that up every time? That's what I meant. He has a Baphomet behind him. You know what I mean? Right? Okay. That's Baphomet, by the way. Baphomet is the statue representing peace and love and kindness and protection of minors, protection of children. That's Baphomet. So he has a problem with that. That's his problem, not mine.
So he goes, G-Man, you don't spell cap AP. You spell cap CAP. That's his argument, ladies and gents. He got me. He totally got me.
Oh, you heard it. I got him. That wasn't the word he misspelled, but he's obviously trying to minimize the damage and trying to make it seem as if he's the victim of his own spelling mistakes.
He totally got me. He showed me, ladies and gents. He totally got me.
All right. Then.
That's why he's watching me. And
stop bragging about how I got you and get to your criticisms.
I'm not watching him. That's why he's watching.
Oh, good. So he's never going to see this. Oh, then we can say whatever the hell we like about him. He's never going to see this because he doesn't watch me. Perfect.
Me, and I'm not watching him. Hello, everybody. I'm not feeling kind of sour. I'm still owning this fool or I'm preaching to the choir. You don't want no part of me. He absolutely don't want no part of me. So, right. You know, you're lucky I thought about that shaving video for him. But you want to know what? Since you are from the UK and you do have a racist king as one of your authorities.
How is it that I'm from the UK and how is it the king is racist? Oh, I don't care about the king, but how is it that I'm from the UK all of a sudden? G-Man, where'd you get that from? Did you look me up on Wiki Farms or something?
Party members over there in the parliament or in the royal palace, which nobody respects or cares, and that buffoon ain't got no power over there.
You see what I mean? He's just making an absolute fool of himself right now. On his false assumption. So he's a false assumption, and this is what the result is of false assumptions, ladies and gentlemen.
Or whatnot. You know what I mean? You got him wearing that big hat like he's somebody. He's just as ordinary as you are, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? You UKers walk around here like y'all think y'all know everything, like y'all special, even though we whooped that candy behind in the Revolutionary War. You know what I mean? You guys walk around here like y'all own the place. I don't own nothing. Take your euros and
he whooped the Americans whooped the English in the Revolutionary War. True. And it's not long after the Revolutionary War, the King George, I think it was King George the Third, I think, he gave up the US to the colonists and said, well, I'm not going to win that war. But the thing is that soon after he gave up the colonies, he went and grabbed India, which was infinitely more resourceful to England and the King of England than the colonies would have been at the time. So, as far as England's concerned, they won. They won big by grabbing India and giving up the US. Because for fuck's sake, these people like G-Man in the US, who the hell wants it?
Take your what the heck you guys call them things, the pound and all the other mess. We throw it in a bonfire and burn it up like we did with all that whatever back in the day.
You see, now he's KKK, burning shit in the bonfire. Now he's Nazi. He doesn't know what the hell he is. Back in the day, we burned shit in the bonfire. The only people who did that were the Nazis and the KKK. Right, G-Man? Who do you represent? The Nazis or the KKK? Because it's got to be one of them. Smiley man.
Okay, so I'm just saying. So I noticed that some people in the chat are saying that I'm manic and there's something wrong with me. So
what do you think? I'm going to put a poll. I'm going to put out a poll because it deserves a poll. And it's just going to be a simple question. Is G-Man manic?
according to the people in the chat, being animated means that you have a mental whatever, right? If you're going to say that about me, then you got to say that Frank has a mental illness. You have to say that Tata has a mental illness. You got to say that Carrie has a mental illness. You got to say that Hussey has a mental illness. How many other...
Fine. Let's say they all have a mental illness, G-Man. But that doesn't evade the fact that you have a mental illness. You just admitted it. You can say I'm manic, and then in that case you can say that Hussey is manic, and you can say that the is manic, and da is manic, and the D is manic. But that still leaves you manic. G-Man. God, you're so stupid. I think even Von Helton is smarter than you.
People have we seen been animated on here before? Like, do you guys think before you speak? Like, honestly, do you? No, you don't. And by the way, I do not believe that, as much as I don't like Hussey, I don't believe that none of those people have those issues. By the way, there was a YouTuber that made a YouTube video and said, G-Man, could you stop talking about people's mental illnesses and all that stuff and whatnot? You notice I went to your YouTube channel and I kept my word. Read the chat and look at what they're doing. These are the kind of people that I got to deal with. But I'm not going to stoop to their level. You want to know why? Because I'm a person of my word.
You've already stooped to the lowest level there is to stoop to. So stop it.
I'm not going to go there. Plus, I don't really have to go there with them. Really, I don't have to go there with them. I really don't. You know what I mean? I think they do a good job exposing themselves, because tonight I got a special little show for everybody. Now, let me see something. How many people are going to join this live? We don't know. Maybe I mean, we might get 2 or 3. But I'm going to open up the room for everybody to join. And then
I think I'm going to open up the room for everybody to join as well. He's just given me some inspiration to do that. So let me grab the link, and you're all welcome to join. I'm going to just post it, and then I'm going to pin it. And then there we go. And I'm going to pin it. And then we can carry on.
And I want you to bring your jokes. I want you to bring your little sense of humor. I want you to bring everything about you into the room. And when we talk, hopefully you'll understand the big difference between myself and these other people that you refer to as lolscows. See, I believe
there's no difference, G-Man. You're the lolscow of 2026. Well, I believe you'll be getting the award on December 31st of this year.
That lolscows exist too. Except there's a difference The things that I find funny and the things that other people find funny are two entirely different things. If you want to know what I find funny, go to Hussey's YouTube channel and watch him cry like a baby.
You find that funny? G-Man? You find Hussey crying like a baby funny? So, you got no compassion, is what you say. Zero compassion. In fact, you humiliate people who are in distress. That's despicable.
If you want to know what Sidney Winston thinks is funny, simply go find Joseph Stalin and go look at all of the dead bodies in communist Russia. Or perhaps go look at everybody that Mao killed.
Did you guys notice that Stalin killed all those people? And then Mao, he murdered millions. That is so funny. What else do you make?
And the 100 million people that his kind murdered throughout the centuries.
Oh, 100 million people. My kind murdered throughout the centuries. That is so fucking hilarious. I'm about to fall off my chair.
You can look at all of them and you can see what Mr. Sidney Winston thinks is funny. Or perhaps it's all the people going into our churches and pulling the trigger and killing everybody there. Or perhaps it's all the schools that's being blown to kingdom come because of people like Sidney Winston. You guys don't want this.
But the school's being blown. You know, he's just been served by Hussey with some kind of a slander or restraining order because of what he said. He's just called me. I'm going to hear that again. That's not nice.
His kind murdered throughout the centuries. You can look at all of them and you can see what Mr. Sidney Winston thinks is funny. Or perhaps it's all the people going into our churches and pulling the trigger and killing everybody.
Okay, so people like Sidney Winston go into churches and pull the trigger and kill everybody, according to this maniac. Watch what you say, G-Man. It's all going to karma. Remember karma.
There, or perhaps it's all the schools that's being blown to kingdom come.
Okay, so the churches are the fault of Sidney Winston blowing them all up, and the schools are the fault of Sidney Winston blowing them all up to kingdom come, alleged by G-Man here. Hussey, I want to talk to your lawyer.
Because of people like Sidney Winston. You guys don't want this guy talking to me, trust me, because these people are evil. Absolutely evil.
That is such projection, don't you think? When he does that, he is vile.
Because he's from the UK. Cheerio.
Again, who's from the UK now? Who's he talking to now? So far he's spoken to Sidney Winston, and he's spoken to Hussey, and he's spoken to some guy from the UK who he doesn't name. Because I'm certainly not from the UK.
What he doesn't want me to besmirch him.
Oh, besmirch away, G-Man. Whatever you do, besmirch. Just don't say that I'm from the UK. That is beyond besmirch.
See, I get all of my stereotypes from the UK from a guy called William Regal. Boom, 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 boom.
This guy's absolutely out of his fucking mind.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
I should. This is slander. Yes, G-Man, expect a short clip soon.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
What is this?
Oh, thank you for the racist comment there. He was being racist on there too because somebody brought it to my attention. Usually when somebody goes in,
I was being racist, and somebody brought it to his attention. Let's hear this one.
your chat and say, you don't know how to spell. When they say this all the time. See, I used to know them as grammar Nazis. I think that's what they were called. They were called grammar Nazis because back in the Great Debate days, we called them that because if you made a small mistake, they pointed it out when you tried to spell something. But here's the thing, though. What happens when they only pick black people and do that? Sidney.
So, okay, so he's going to, he's going to go, I think he's going to go to Sidney Winston only picks black people to call out on their spelling. That's racist.
Sidney.
Yeah.
Sidney.
What is that? What is this? Singing out my name. G-Man, I'm stop blushing. G-Man is gay. That should be the poll. Is G-Man gay? Yes or no?
Sidney.
Actually, I'm going to save everybody the bother. I'm going to tell you that G-Man is gay. End of story. No debate. Let's move on.
I'm gonna blow your eardrums out next time, buddy.
See, he's threatening harm. That's threatening physical harm, and he thinks it's funny.
Nah, don't worry about it, Sidney. You're not that important, dude. I understand that you're at the edge of your life where you are right now. You're about to fall off the cliff any day now. So we ain't gonna be.
This might be my very last live stream because any day I'm dead, according to G-Man.
Doing that, dude. We got to keep you around as long as possible because after you call it a day, dude, you're gonna wake up in a very hot place that you think don't exist.
You see what I mean? This is his mentality. He honestly believes that after I die, I'm going to a hot place. What? It's a child. It's an absolute child. But I hope this guy. I hope he lands up in prison because he's committed enough crimes to be eligible for prison, and that's where he wants to go because remember that story of my butt, and with his hand he was going to put up my butt. That's why he wants to go to prison. Not that he's committed a crime worthy of prison yet, but he will because he wants that hand up his butt. I think he wants to be treated like a puppet.
This is just a small taste of why I'm really hated here on social media. This ain't got nothing to do with Shanny and Rev. This is the real reason I'm not liked on here. And trust me, I have. Let me tell you guys how far I went with these people, these atheists. I went to a cemetery one time, and I took The Origin of Species, and I took their little Precious Evolution book, and I threw it in a cemetery, and I made fun of atheism, and I called it, as a matter of fact, you guys can look for it. It's called The Death of Atheism. Go look up Atheism Left Naked. Go look up The Death of Atheism. Man, please, I done destroyed these guys so many different times. I don't want to sleep. Look how many times I embarrassed Matt Dillahunty on the Atheist Experience and all these other things. Come on now.
See, now it's all just about him. It's just about him bragging about nonsense. I thought he was making a video to me. Now he's talking to some general audience and patting himself on the back for something he didn't accomplish, or he thinks he accomplished, but he didn't. I'm glad that I am not G-Man. Even though I'm on the edge of death, according to G-Man.
You didn't eat watermelon with Shanny. Oh, I did. Yes, I had watermelon with Shanny. Black people love watermelon.
You see, he's racist. Black people love watermelon. What exactly is he trying to prove?
And black people love fried chicken.
So now it's self-deprecating humor. Is that what this is? Give it up, G-Man.
That's called reverse discrimination, reverse racism, where a white person goes to a black person and tells you that if you're eating watermelon or if you're eating chicken, that's somehow racist.
Every single ignorant black person I've met on the internet has got some kind of a persecution complex. What is this thing? I'm black, therefore this, therefore you pick on me. If every time a black person does something wrong, commits a crime, and he gets it gets pointed out, or he gets arrested, or he gets convicted, or whatever, they become victim of being black all of a sudden, committing the crime, being a gesticulating monkey asshole like G-Man is. That's all fine. No problem. Go for it. It's not a problem. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's get it.
Or whatever. Please take that grammar school argument and get the stepping. I know what reverse racism is.
Reverse racism. Oh, like I said, every ignorant black person I know is a racist. That's where I was going. Every black person who, even on YouTube, every black person who in his regular pitter-patter and his regular vernacular calls everyone nigger this and nigger that, because he's black, he's got some kind of a black privilege to do that, he is a racist. Buffweeb, he calls people nigger all the time. Buffweeb is a racist. This nonsense, the fact that they're black and they got some kind of a privilege in their culture to use words that other people aren't allowed to use, it's racist.
No, it's not show me a starving child. Show me a Christian starving child. The drunken peasants gave you the edited version. And show me a Christian starving child. You'll never be able to do it. Because they don't even know what the word starvation is. They confuse the word hungry with starvation. It's not the same thing.
He's forgotten about the video.
Well, now, like I said, whoever thinks I'm stupid or whatever, you'll have an opportunity to talk to me live when I do.
No, we know you're stupid. There's nothing to talk about. You are stupid. End of story.
G-Man versus the universe. And believe me, I had a show called G-Man versus the world. And just like you guys right now, G-Man, you're dumb. You'll never be able to outsmart. Then you come on my YouTube channel.
Okay, let's go and have a look and see about this G-Man versus the universe. Okay, we'll go there right now. Okay, GTV versus the world 3. It's coming on the 3rd of August of this year, and that's what he's bragging about in this video for whatever reason.
Wow, this guy actually knows what he's talking about, and now he's inviting more people in here who knows what they're talking about. I better get out of here before they force me to answer questions. Okay, guys, I have to go because if I stick around, G-Man's gonna pwn me. Oh man, do I still get Utis?
Yeah, he absolutely loves his humor, doesn't he? And of the 10 billion people on this planet, 7 billion people, whatever the number is, on this planet, at least we know that one person appreciates G-Man's humor, and that is G-Man himself.
What's a Utis? Anyway, oh, this is the coat I wore in one of my famous raps.
See, he thinks he's trying to come on to me. He's making this video to me, right? And now he's showing me his clothing, his wardrobe. I'm not interested in your wardrobe, Mr. Gay Man. Now you're really being gay, G-Man. You
I think it
really
was
are
the
gay, man.
G-Man Rap Attack, I think it was.
Gay man. Rap attack.
The Rap Attack, G-Man Rap Attack. I'm not sure.
You know, he looks like a fucking like an old man. He looks as old as me. He looks fucking old.
No,
Look at that. He looks very middle aged.
I wasn't a starving child. I was a starving Christian child. I know what I'm talking about. The drunken peasants are good at switching people's words. That's why they got to pay me $50 to go on their show. But lately, they're kind of broke, so I don't think they're going to be able to afford me, just like Hussey and just like Frank. All these guys are broke, and they can't really pay. They can't afford me.
So he believes that everybody wants him on their live stream, on their channel, but they can't afford him. That's his reason. Not that he's not wanted or that he's irrelevant, but they can't afford him, which is more probable.
My arms are getting big, man. I want to see my guns and see how big they're.
See? This is a video. This is a video to me, Sidney Winston, and he wants to show me his muscles.
Getting. I'm losing that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start wearing my tank top so you guys can see.
Oh, for fuck's sake, please.
You know what I mean? My shoulders are getting really big. I started changing my workout style because before I was doing military presses, and I'm not doing no more. I ain't doing those no more. I'm doing something called landmines. I never did those before. And I did that yesterday. Oh, them things felt good. Very good for the.
Remember, he's talking to me.
For the shoulder, because I was having a lot of shoulder pain on the side over here, right behind the side.
Would you like me to give you a massage? G-Man? Is that what you want?
When I was doing my military presses. So now I'm doing.
Ooh, I bet you those were very, very impressive. Looking at those military presses, it was very impressive. I would have liked to have seen that, G-Man. That would be very exciting.
Doing landmines. I'm still doing my tricep pull downs.
Ooh, very, very. Ooh, tricep pull downs. Now you got me interested, G-Man.
I started using the machine kickbacks. I'm gonna start using the weights with that, and maybe I'll use the overhead for the truck.
Yes, Sidney Winston is really interested in this. Keep on trucking there. Carry on. Sidney Winston wants to know all about your workout routine.
Biceps too, but I'm trying to get back to what I used to be before I got on YouTube, and that's going and using my genetics, my beautiful genetics.
No matter what your genetics are, G-Man, you and I, no matter our genetics, you and I are still members of the ape family. So again, I proudly call you Ape Man. I mean, I'm Ape Man too, but you are Ape Man tonight. Biology denier, G-Man is. He says that evolution is a crock of shit. Nonsense, he says. And he laughs. Atheists believe in evolution. Ha, 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 ha. Look at that old man face. He thinks that I'm going to die soon? All right, G-Man, let's race.
So anyway, everybody keep telling me Buffweed wants me to go on his channel. Let me see this here. All right, look who's talking. Let's see something here. Buffweed. No, I'm not a. Hey, Buffweed, listen to me. Let me get something through your head right now.
So you starting to boss Buffweed around? All right. What are your instructions, the directions, and bossy messages to Buffweed?
Let me get something through your head right now. I don't know who you are, okay? But you don't scare me, and I don't even know you. If you want to talk to me, we can talk. If you want to offer me $50 and you want me to take you seriously, you know my Cash App. It's an advance. I don't trust nobody on the internet no more. You ain't gonna have me go in there. Make me go through all of man next paycheck. I don't want to hear that. When the money's up on my Cash App, email me like I told you to, and we can have a talk. Don't give me that I'm afraid of you stuff.
If you weren't afraid of him, you'd do it for free. You wouldn't need money. You'd want to get your message out there. You're like one of these preaching people. You just got to preach. You know, you're breathing, you're preaching. So I suggest you do everything for free through the goodness of your Christian heart. G-Man.
Buffweed, you do not want the smoke.
I thought you wanted me, G-Man. Now you want Buffweed. You're such a racist. You prefer black men over white men. It's racist, G-Man.
Nobody wants the smoke. Yo, on the real, my reputation is actually getting better and it's improving because people are starting to understand. Don't mess with this one.
Remember that, eh? Don't mess with that gay man on the screen right now. He's very gay and he's going to want to get into your butt. You saw him earlier, right?
So I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So Buffweed, when I see it on my Cash App and I see you email me, then you can tell your audience exactly what time I'll come there today. As a matter of fact, I'll come there right now. $50 in the Cash App, and let me know how long I got to be on there, and then we'll
see. He sells himself. He's cheap. He's like a cheap hooker.
talk. But if you're just going to be like, oh, it just proves that you were lying to Shanny and Rev, and that you were just talking.
I don't think it's fair for him to make a video to me and then start talking to other people in my video. G-Man, it's my time. You talk to me. You don't talk to Buffweed. You don't talk to Shanny. You don't talk to anybody in my video that you're making to me. You make your comments to me, about me, and that's it. You understand? Now, everything's off the table. I'm not paying you $1 to come into my channel. Not even 50 cents to come into my channel and talk. Nothing. The time has passed. You had your chance.
Oh God, what I'm gonna do with this channel soon. It's time. It is finally time. It is finally time. We waited and we waited and we waited. Now we're finally gonna get it done. It is time. I have allowed those people for years to suppress me. Now they have no choice but to watch the rise. They got no choice. And the beautiful thing is, Sidney Winston can't be like, G-Man, come to my channel. Dude, I asked you for the link multiple times. If you ain't gonna put no money in the Cash App, don't even bother.
You know what I mean? It's all about money and threatening and slander. The guy's office, he needs help. I don't feel sorry for him, but he's definitely he's not in full control of all his mental faculties.
Asking me. See, he can't see far enough to be able to see what I'm talking about with that. But I'm literally in 2028 somewhere in my thinking. So these people in here don't know me. They really don't. Anyway, so what's Buffweed at? Let's see what Buffweed had to say. Let's see his excuse. Oh, G-Man, I'm not offering you no more. Let me see something. So anyway, Buffweed didn't send anything to the Cash App. I'll see you guys in the next video. If Buffweed sends me the $50, I will go to his YouTube channel for whatever amount of time that I agree to. And you people will be entertained. See you guys in the next one. TV.
Right. Well, that was entertaining, I will say. Let me find myself here. Well, for those who are still here, thank you so much. You really are troopers. I haven't been around for like 6 weeks, so, and this is my first foray back into live streaming, and it was a lot less stressful than I thought it would be. Honestly thought it would be a very difficult thing to do to come back and live stream, but you guys have been great in the chat. It's had I've had some laughs with you, and I appreciate the time we spent together. So that's it. We're gone. We're out of here. It's the end of the day. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to purchase your membership from the beautiful young lady at the door. Thank you very much. Goodbye.